What's up? My name is Lamb, back at it again with another great video. On today's video, I am going to tell you how you can boost your credit score 90 points in less than 30 days. Yes, 90 points in less than 30 days. Let's get right into it. So the way you do this is being added as an authorized user. Yes, being added as an authorized user to somebody's credit card. I know you've heard this method before. People do it for the kids, so that way when they turn 18, they can have this golden credit score and they can do all these things. Well, this works for people who have low credit scores. So I've actually done it twice. I've seen it done, and I'm going to do it with others as well. And I've seen it work best with people who have lower scores. I think they started out at about 490, and then over time they boosted it all the way up to a 590. So it started off slow. The first pay period or first billing period, it only boosted, I want to say, 30 points, and then it just kept going from there. And it did work. I have a 750 credit score, and they had that 490. So the higher the credit score, I would say the better. I also tried this with somebody who had a 600 credit score, did not work as well. I want to say his only went up maybe 10 points or so. So I'm thinking the lower the lower the better, the higher the better. So if you can get added as an authorized user, that is a quick, fast, easy way to be able to boost your credit score. If you have to offer somebody compensation, I would say it's well worth it. 1, 2, 3, 4, up to $500. If you have somebody in that position and they say, hey, what am I going to do to protect my investment, or is a little bit risky, so I just want you to financially compensate me, I would say up to $500 would be worth it. And especially if it works, say, hey, I'll give you $100 now, I'll give you the rest later after I see the credit boost. But this method does work. So I know what you're thinking. People are not going to add you as an authorized user to their credit card. And why not? So in society, we have to unlearn and relearn, which I've learned from Derek Grace. And in society, people often believe that the credit scores were average. Hey, if you have somebody as an authorized user, they have a 500, you have a 700, y'all gonna mix together, y'all gonna have a 700, 600 credit score, theirs gonna boost up, yours is gonna bring down. I have not seen that to be the case. I talked to the people at my bank, my institution, they said that is not the case. If it's for some reason different in your bank or institution, I doubt it is. All of them work the same. They're all credit bureaus, they all report, they do not average, okay? Another thing, people think that it's a lot of risk involved. I would say it's not a lot of risk involved. If anything, it's more risk for the person being added as the authorized user. They will have your first name, last name, your home address, your social. They will have these things. So it's more risky for them. And also, if you do not use the credit card right, or they do not use the credit card right, then the score could go even lower. So there's a lot of trust that goes both ways in this system. So if you do this with a good friend, a family member, somebody you can trust, a church member, it can be very good. My institution, you can add up to 4 people. So just talk to your bank, talk to your credit card company, and see when your billing cycle ends, when they report to the credit bureaus, how many people you can add, what's the process for taking people off. Another thing, as far as risk, is like, hey, can they order a new credit card? Personally, they don't even have to know what bank that you bank with. They don't have to know what bank the credit card is through. So you just add them and like, hey, they see the boost, and that's it. You do not have to get the credit card sent to that individual or the person with the bad credit. So when I did it, I got the credit card sent to my house, and I just chopped the card up. I do not use the card or anything. So the same things that happen on my card influences their credit. And I keep my card in good standing, and that boosts for them. You do not have to use the card. I guess you can keep it in a drawer for safekeeping, just in case you don't see that initial boost off of your card. But the way my bank has worked in my institution, I did not have to use those cards at all. Just the same thing that happened on my credit reflected on theirs. So this is a very good method. I feel like we have to unlearn and relearn. And if we can help people and improve and all, grow together, this is a very efficient way to do that. And if you can make a little bit of money, or if you're the person whose credit needs to be fixed, you can get your credit score fixed with a couple $100, and it's not too bad. So if you have any questions, let me know. If you have any ifs, ands, buts, maybes, if you have done this and you have had terrible experiences, let me know. Also, another thing, I did set a limit on the car as well. So I froze the car in my app, and I set a limit for $500. So if some way they got access to a card, I would know, I would be notified, I would be alerted, because it's frozen. They got a new car, it's only a $500 limit on the card, while my limit is much higher. So they had a $500 limit, I have a much higher limit, and it still improved their credit. So this is a really good method. I wish that I would have known about it sooner. I had many reservations. I had misinformation about averaging my credit, or what if this happens, and what if this person you never hear from again. So what? I can just call up my bank anytime, say, hey, I don't want them as an authorized user, or I can even go on my app and just say, hey, I don't want them authorized users. My credit card, I control it. So different institutions and different banks may be different, but at any time I can just kick them off if it doesn't work. So I feel like this does need to be implemented more. This can help a lot of people both ways, the person who is being added and the person who adds. So if you had experience with this, if you try it, if this works, let me know. I got more great content coming soon, and I appreciate you all. Thanks for watching.